EOC circle review. Alright, solve for x. So you'll notice that you have a triangle on top of a circle, and right here you're going to have yourself a right angle. So in reality what you have is you have to find the missing side of a triangle. So you're using Pythagorean theorem. Once again, when you're opposite of the 90 degrees, that's your hypotenuse. And in this case, that is the c of our Pythagorean theorem. So our c squared is really x squared this time. I'm going to make this be my a and this be the b. So 8 squared, 15 squared. So 15 squared is 225, 8 squared is 64. 225 plus 64 is 289. To find out what x is, we're going to square root. And we're going to get 17 for the hypotenuse of that triangle. For the second one, you'll notice that we have right here the radius of the circle is 11. That means from here to here is also 11. We want to find out what x is. So once again, we're still going to use Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And this right here is going to be our c, but this is an x plus an 11. Because it's the length of x, which is the radius, plus this section here, which is the x. That's going to equal, we'll make the 14 be the b and the 11 be the a. So 11 is 121. 14 squared is 196. Then we have our x plus 11 squared. We're going to add the 121 and the 196. We're going to get 317 equals x plus 11 squared. We're going to square root both sides, so the square and the square root cancel out, leaving x plus 11. And the square root of 317 is 17.8. Then we minus the 11 over. And so 17.8 minus 11 is 6.8. So we learned that this little section up here is actually 6.8. Okay, when you have two tangent lines touching the circle and they meet at a common point outside the circle, the two lengths are congruent. So you're going to set them equal to each other. And you just solve the equation. So you minus the 5x, you get 3x. You're going to add the 19 over. So 23 plus 19 is 42. Divide by 3. We get 14. Once you know that x is 14, they want to find the length of AB, you just plug it into the 5x plus 23, which is a length of 93. So the property here is that the angle x and the arc AB have to add up to 180 degrees. So I'm going to go 4x plus 40 plus 3x plus 35 equals 180 degrees. So angle x plus arc BA have to add up to 180 degrees. Combine your like terms, so we're going to get 7x 75 equals 180. 180 minus 75, we're going to get 105. Divide both sides by 7. We get 15. So x is 15. So just remember that the arc and the angle, these two, have to add up to 180. All right, so our next one, we have two chords. When they cross, the numbers on each chord, so in this case, are going to multiply together and they can equal each other. So what I mean is 6 and 6 get times together and they're going to equal 4 times the 5x minus 1. So the numbers on the same chord should always multiply together. Same thing going on the other chord, and they are allowed to equal each other when that happens. So 6 times 6 is 36. 4 times 5x is 20x. 4 times -1 is -4. I'm going to add the 4 over to solve for x. That's going to give me 40 divided by 20. X is 2. Now that I know x is 2, I can plug it in to the 5x minus 1. That's going to give me an 11. So this length here is 11. And so if I want the length of BD, that is the length of 11 plus the length of 4, which is 15. All right, so for this one, the way we can set up the solve for x, the idea is that if you take the number on the outside, the 6, and you times it by the sum of the two numbers on that line, so 6 plus 8 is 14, they get multiplied together. So on this side, if I take the 7, and I'm going to times it by the sum of 7 and the x, that's x plus 7. And now I'm just going to go ahead and multiply. 6 times 14 is 84. Going to do the distributive property. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times 7 is 49. And from there, you just continue with the process of solving to find out what x is. Divide by 7, and you learn that x is 5. So for this one, when you have a tangent line and a secant line, you take the tangent line, which is the 24, you square it, and you set it equal to the outside times the sum of the 18 and the x. So that's x plus 18. We're going to distribute. So we're going to get 18x. 18 times 18 is 324. We're going to square the 24 and get 556. And then we solve the equation. So we're going to minus 324. And we're going to get 252 divided by 18, which is just 14. The other one works the same way. This is the tangent line. It's the one that only touches it in one place. That's going to get squared. We're going to take the number on the outside, the 27, and it's going to be multiplied to the sum of 21 plus 27, which is 48. So 27 times 48 is 1,296. To get x by itself, we're going to square root. And we're going to get 36 for x.